Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I wanted to give you guys a bit of a recap on the card, on the Pro Box Promotions card. Good job. I wanted to just get my little thoughts on the fight. You know, first, I guess I'll start off with the fight that I came here for, which was Pistol Pete Dobson, as he took on Jose Miguel Borrego. Now, this is a fight that a lot of people looked at to be a fight where it was kind of 50-50. Some people thought that Borrego would give Pete problems down the stretch. That didn't prove to be the case. This was a controlled ass whooping, a controlled, slow, methodical beating that Pete Dobson gave Borrego over the course of 10 rounds. I mean, he continuously threw a steady diet of body shots. He didn't fight outside of himself. He continued to control the range and the center of the ring and the distance. The fight was dictated and fought when he wanted it to be fought. And I look at it as kind of like a minor coming out party for Pete Dobson, because Borrego is somewhat of a name. He didn't get the stoppage, so he didn't become the first guy to stop him like we would have wanted to. But Borrego got beat slowly, methodically, and thoroughly for 10 rounds. So, you know, hopefully maybe Pete can fight a guy in the top 15, top 30, and continue to make some waves, because, you know, the guy that I saw there tonight is one of the best welterweights in the world. And that's just what it is. Like, that's just what it is. So, you know, big shout out to him. He scores the UD. In the main event, we had, you know, Jimmy Kelly taking on Kanat Islam. And I think Jimmy Kelly scored the biggest win of his career. You know, Jimmy Kelly's been a guy that he's come up short against names that we know, like Dennis Hogan, like Liam Smith when he challenged for the world title. But in this fight of Kanat Islam, he took advantage of a guy in Kanat Islam that was very and has been inactive. He's getting up there in age, but he can still box. He has that great amateur pedigree. He won a bronze medal in the Olympics. So you can't ever for a second throw salt on Kanat Islam's name. It was a fight that Jimmy Kelly was the underdog in, and he did a good job tonight of slowing down that pace, of showing what he can do, and just outboxing him. So not the most entertaining fight, not a fight of the year candidate, but a fight that you know, is definitely big for his career. So, you know, massive love to Jimmy Kelly. Kanat Islam was ranked number 8 in the WBO. So now with that win, it looks like Jimmy Kelly's turned his career around 180, and Jimmy Kelly could be in line for a big fight. Maybe he fights the winner. Maybe he fights you know, maybe he could fight like Johnny Beck. You know, I know Johnny Beck Alam Kali was WBO mandatory. Was gonna fight for the interim. Maybe he could fight Johnny Beck. Maybe he could fight Munguia. Maybe he could fight someone in them rankings. Someone at the top of them rankings. You know, so a great win for him. And then, you know, the fight of the night, and I really wanted to camp out on this, guys. The fight of the night was a fight that I didn't expect to be fight of the night. I thought Pistol Pete Dobson versus Jose Miguel Borrego would be fight of the night. It wasn't fight of the night. The fight of the night actually wound up being Mark Reyes Jr.'s fight. Mark Reyes Jr. So Mark Reyes Jr. is 14-1. He was coming off that loss to Janelson Figueroa on Showbox, and you know, Mark Reyes was initially slated to fight Eric Bonet. Bonet, you know, couldn't pull out the fight. He couldn't make the fight for some reason. So then they went to Kento Castaneda from San Antonio, the tough warrior from San Antonio. He got into a bit of an accident in San Antonio where he got electrocuted or something. So he didn't make the fight. So they called the tough, rugged, durable, game Argentinian Jonathan Eniz. And I don't know much about Jonathan Eniz. You know, I saw him fight one time last year against Harold Calderon, another welterweight locally in South Florida. And Harold Calderon controlled Jonathan Eniz. So when I saw this fight on the card, I thought, you know what? No, Mark Reyes should be able to beat Jonathan Eniz. But man, Jonathan Eniz dropped him early. Jonathan Eniz outfought Mark Reyes. I saw Mark Reyes for the first half of the fight that was very tentative, that got on his back foot, that was looking to box. And, you know, all while he was doing that, you know, Eniz would slip and throw shots back and hit him and hurt him. And he really was able to get the respect of Mark Reyes early and very, very often. Reyes, you know, around like the 7th round, he had a bit of a late rally where, you know, he tied up Eniz, and then he let his hands go in the clinch and hurt him and had him stagger, but he just couldn't really follow up and do anything of significance with it. Eniz, I'm so glad that the judge got it right, because, you know, with Mark Reyes being the hometown guy, I thought maybe they would save face by giving him a draw or even robbing Jonathan Eniz, because how many times have we seen fighters who deserve the wins get robbed? You know, it's happened so many times. So, you know, just very, very pleased with that fight and how it went. And yeah, man, shout out to Jonathan Eniz. And then overall, the rest of the card, you know, was mostly just like mismatches. You know, the Valle brothers, the Puerto Ricans, they got 2 stoppage victories. Najee Lopez improves to 3-0. He gets the stoppage victory over Alex Tehran. Casey Dixon gets a stoppage against his opponent. Who else? The only competitive fight other than the ones I talked about was, you know, Matthew Tinker taking on, what was the guy's name? Brandon something. I can't remember his name right now, but Matthew Tinker won his fight. He struggled early on in the 1st round, had a bit of a scare, but then he showed the ability to regroup and win the fight when he settled down. So, you know, overall, not a bad night at the office here in Plant City at Pro Box Promotions. You know, you guys see I'm by the ring, but not a bad night at the office. I really feel like, for the most part, the fights were matched pretty good. We got a little bit of everything on this card. We had knockouts, we had chess matches, we had competitive fights, we had slugfest. So you really got, if you were in Plant City tonight, or if you watched the live stream on YouTube, you really got your money's worth. It was a great show, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Pro Box Promotions develops and grows in the future. But for me, the 2 winners of tonight for sure are Pete Dobson, because he outclassed Jose Miguel Borrego. A guy that a lot of people didn't think he could outclass, and he beat him easy. I had to fight a shutout. I mean, so a really, you know, just great performance for him, a coming out party of sorts. And then definitely Jonathan Eniz taking the fight on 2 or 3 days notice against the hometown guy in his backyard, in Mark Reyes, and dropping him, hurting him, and taking him to some deep, dark, uncomfortable places that he's never been in that ring. So yeah, man, good card. It's your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button, and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God bless.